Sometimes this refusal to discipline children is called gentle parenting. But let's be clear, it is anything but gentle. It is not gentle to communicate to your children that you hate them. For whom the Lord loves, he chastens, and scourges every son whom he receives. Hebrews 12, verse 6. Parents are required by God to spank their children. This is not just an Old Testament thing. This was not just for criminals. Hebrews says that this is how God demonstrates his love for his children. And therefore, parents who refuse to discipline their children in this way hate their children. Sometimes this refusal to discipline children is called gentle parenting. But let's be clear, it is anything but gentle. It is not gentle to communicate to your children that you hate them. It is not gentle to say to them by your actions that you are not sure they actually belong to you. And worst of all, it is not at all gentle to communicate to them that you are unsure of God's love for them, unsure if they belong to him or not. Of course, the arguments are always full of nuance and complexity. No advocate of this will admit that they are hating their children, but the fact is that they have arrogantly redefined hate and love according to their own wisdom. They have decided that they know better than God, which is a very high-handed hubris that also thinks it knows better than most previous generations of faithful Christians. We certainly insist that all discipline must be carried out calmly and graciously. God does not fly off the handle with us, and parents who discipline in anger and frustration are also disobeying their father, as well as lying about what he is like. We also insist that spanking is not the only tool in a parent's toolbox. Discipline also means discipleship, and there ought to be tons of time spent teaching, talking, practicing, drilling, and preparing for different situations. What kind of coach puts his team on the field without running the plays many times in practice? Parents should be the best coaches. Nevertheless, we are not at all ashamed of what the Bible clearly teaches, and we rejoice in the gift of the rod. Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction shall drive it far from him. Proverbs 22, verse 15. Thanks for watching. I want to take a second to talk about my book, No Mere Mortals, Marriage for People Who Will Live Forever, and how you can listen to the audiobook that I read for just 99 cents. In recent decades, we have reduced marriage to a permanent roommate situation with sexual benefits. But the biblical picture of the family is something far more powerful, far more dangerous, far more glorious, far more like a nuclear reactor than anything else in modern society. I wrote No Mere Mortals to show how husbands can lead their wives, how wives can follow their husbands, and how both together, building on the firm foundation of Jesus Christ, can shape future generations and the world. The audiobook is now available at mycanonplus.com. If you haven't joined Canon Plus yet, you can get your first month for just 99 cents for using promo code TOBY99. mycanonplus.com, promo code TOBY99.